there I was, it was 1984. I was nominated for an Academy of Country Music Association Award, Best New Female. And I had gotten that far on my own, independent label, borrowed lots of money, which was coming due. But for some reason, no major label in Nashville would sign me. Didn't they know that I was supposed to be a country music star? And I got that far all on my own, okay. So I knew if I won this award, the major labels would have to sign me. And then they would have to let me continue singing other people's songs about cheating and drinking. Because I wasn't a songwriter, for heaven's sake. Those amazing people lived on some other planet, those songwriters. And then I would become the country music star I was destined to. Not. No, I lost the award and went into a major depression, major, for months. I'm going, thanks a lot, God. You know, you give me this voice and I keep trying, I don't know what to do. It finally got so bad, I was so depressed that I needed to start writing some stuff down. I just wrote what was on my heart. And one night I looked at these writings and I sort of wandered over to the piano and thought, no. And sure enough, the words turned into song lyrics and I realized I was a songwriter, which changed my life. Okay, so then it was 1985, 1986, and I'm taking lessons, I'm learning to write songs better, I'm writing more and more, and keeping an apartment up in Chicago to feed this songwriting habit. I would go up there every week, and I would sing some really important, meaningful messages like this. Taco salad, ooh, what a treat, made just for you in a bowl you can't eat. Taco Bell, it's just made for you. Thank you, baby. Which, let me tell you, that certainly fed the bank account nicely, singing those national jingles. But it was just not feeding my soul. And on the weekends, I would go back to Nashville, and I would be going to religious science and unity and taking classes and learning these powerful messages like follow your bliss and the money will come, right? Leap and the net will appear, yeah? So in 1989, I left. I announced to the jingle business that I was quitting, that I was moving to Nashville full-time to be the songwriter that I was supposed to be. I forgot one very important fact. How do you get a songwriter's attention in Nashville? Oh, waiter! Yes, I forgot that everybody in Nashville is a songwriter. So, my songs are getting better. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. I could not get arrested. So, my husband Dennis was playing his trombone as hard as he could. His lips were bleeding. But our money was going. Pretty soon all the Taco Bell money was gone. So in 1992, one Friday afternoon, I went to see a bankruptcy attorney. I didn't know what else to do. That was Friday afternoon. Sunday morning, the alarm goes off. And I'm supposed to go to one of these churches and hear these positive, uplifting messages. So I turned off the alarm and I went, I'm not going. This stuff is stupid. And it obviously doesn't work. And I tried to go back to sleep. And I tell you, I heard a little voice. And the little voice said, go to church. And I said, no. I'm depressed. And the little voice got louder and it said, go to church. And I put pillows over my head. I did everything I could to ignore that voice. Pretty soon it gets so loud, I had no choice. I went to church. And I was not happy. So Reverend Mitch gave this amazing talk that day. Oh, Reverend Mitch, who, by the way, came to Nashville to be a songwriter. And Reverend Mitch gave this wonderful talk about saying yes to life. And he pointed out how often we all say no. We just that's a fallback position, right? Like subconsciously. What's the first word we all learn as toddlers? No. So at the end of this fabulous talk, he asked us if we were willing to take a pledge that for 1 week, the following week, 7 small days, we would say yes to life every chance we got. Well, I was so inspired by his talk. I raised my hand and I took the pledge. Right after the service is over, this woman I hardly knew, she walks up to me and she says, "Karen, you're a songwriter, right?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, I have a friend who's coming to town. He's a new songwriter just getting started. Actually, he's an actor from LA, so will you write with him?" Oh, I wish you could have heard the committee that lives in my mind. Shouting, "No! No, I don't want to write with this guy. He's not even a real songwriter yet. And not only that, he's an actor from LA. He's probably a big jerk. He's probably got this big ego." "No, no," shouted my committee. However, I had just taken the pledge. Once again, I'm not happy about it. I grit my teeth and I said, "Oh, okay, yes." And I'm thinking I'll have this egotistical jerk over, this untalented egotistical jerk over for a cup of coffee. Let me go over again. So what happened? Oh, a little miracle happened. His name is Burton Collins, nice guy. Good songwriter. Showed up and asked me, he said, "I've been wondering if this would make a good song." He said, "I was very close to my grandmother. I was with her recently in the hospital. She was dying. And she looked at me and saw what a hard time I was having. She looked at me and said, 'Burton, how can I help you say goodbye?'" He said, "Do you think that would make a good song?" I had majored God for it. 4 hours later, that song was written, and it absolutely changed my life. Within like a month, based on that song, I had a very lucrative songwriting deal with Warner Chappell Music, the world's largest music company. That song was a #1 song for Patti Loveless. That's my Grammy nomination. It's been recorded by Al Jarreau and Laura Branigan and lots of European artists. The thing I think is the coolest, it's on karaoke machines. And then 10 years after the fact, they hooked me up with what has now become one of my great passions in life, which is the awareness and raising funds for hospitals, who are the real live angel people on this planet to help us say goodbye. Oh my God. This song has been such an amazing gift.